All right. For those of you, I don't know, smart or unfortunate enough to buy a gray market machine, as you know, they're not necessarily supposed to be in this country, and the manufacturers, they're not going to sell you parts for this thing. So you're going to have to make stuff up as you go along and make your own parts and fix it. So this 1997 Komatsu PC28UU mini excavator, it's got 2,231 hours on it. Still running strong. Obviously, I've had to do work here and there to it. You know, hydraulic lines, this, that, and the other thing. Well, one of the things that keeps happening is my tracks keep coming off, and my front tensioner wheels, yeah, they're about wore out. I haven't decided if I'm going to rebuild the sprockets on them or not. I've looked all over the internet and nobody can find me new tensioner wheels. So I'm just going to have to do what I can with it. I'll take you over to the bench here in a little bit, and I'll show you what I've got going. But these gray market machines, oh, they're handy. They're just understand, if you buy one, you're not going to find parts for it, so you're going to need to make stuff up as you go along. All right, so here's the problem I've been having with the machine as far as the track coming off. With 2,000 hours on it, this is the front tensioner wheel, and it's worn down so much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, so it'll raise up the center part of this idler wheel. I don't even know what the hell it's called. Raise it up about 1/4 inch total. The other thing that I was having problems with is when it would come off. I've got to pull the grease zert out of this thing. It bolts on here. I'll show you when it's all done. The grease zerts that I had, what happened is, you can see here, I'll get my hands all dirty. They would break. They're just cheap, just junky metal, and the ends would break off of them, and you'd have to pull the whole thing all the way out, and then it'd be stuck in here and have to take the whole thing apart, and can't get the grease out of them. So I completely pulled this whole piston unit apart, and got all the crud and the old parts and springs from the grease fittings out. And then I bought some brand new solid ones off of eBay. I had to buy 15 different ones just to figure out which one would fit. Thankfully, they're cheap. And so I've got 4 extras now. So I threaded it in, and it seems to work just fine, even just with hand pressure. I can fill it full of grease and extend the plunger out, and then just hand pressure, I can put it back out. And it also locks, which before, they wouldn't lock very well, and the tracks would get loose and you'd spin them off. So I'm hoping that's going to solve all my little problems. We're going to do, as long as it's in here, we're going to do both sides. And we'll get this whole thing back together, and I'll show you how to get the track back on. If you guys don't know how to get a track back on a mini excavator that once you lose the track. All right, well, let's get started. All right, so we've got it all back together. It's still hotter than hell. And got maybe about a 1/4 inch total in addition all the way around. We've got our new piece in here. I just spray painted it so it looks nice again. It was, I think, caterpillar yellow. All I had was whatever, canary yellow. But I'm going to start on the second one, and then we will put it back on the machine and show you how that works. All right. Y'all can watch me wrestle with this. Laugh at me. I got it all painted up nice and pretty. Trying to do this without removing the track completely. And looks like it might have been a foolish idea. We'll see. Come on, go in there. Just gonna make it that much harder. Oh, hell. Well, didn't want to have to do that, but it is what it is. One of these days, I'm going to get old and have younger people do this so that I'm not hurting myself anymore. At least that's what I tell my wife. And we all know that's a lie. All right. All right, well, I'm going to pick my rear end up off the ground over there and see if that helps. Okay. All right, we're back on, and I didn't have a heart attack or a stroke getting there. One of them fancy Facebook grease zerk things. So as I'm filling it full of grease, it'll be throwing that piston out, and it'll slowly work its way out there. We'll see. There, we're moving. All right. So I know it says that you shouldn't tighten your track that much like that, but I don't like the tracks coming off. So you see here now I've got a little bit of a gap here, so I'm completely seated in the track and everywhere I'm supposed to be. So hopefully this will solve the problem up. Looks like I got a bad grease zert right there. Might have to change that out. Oh well, it's always something. All right, well, we'll start side number 2, and then we'll see how long that takes us. All right, well, I got the other wheel off, and as in all things, when you buy something used, you're generally buying somebody else's problem. So I don't know if you can see all these welds here. So this thing has been welded on before. The other side was in a lot better shape. You can see somebody had gone through it, and you can see somebody, these are all weld marks here. You can see somebody had had this wheel off before and is doing the same thing. This side you can really see the buildup. So we're gonna do it again on side number 2 here. Boy, we got some big old pitting in here. You know, the one thing I did on the other one is I pulled the bolts out to try to knock this pin out to be able to grease it, and it would not come out. And so I've decided that I'm not going to just do it, because I don't want to have to literally take this to a machine shop and get them to fix it for me. So, all right, well, fire up the welder again and we'll come back. All righty, so got the second wheel done. The second front wheel, you can see I've got a little standoff there too. Yeah, that was quite a job. I had to go 2 passes on the front and 1 pass on the edges here, and got it repainted and rebuilt. I got a little grease there yet. Got the old girl all serviced up again. You can see we've got 2,231 hours on this machine. She's still good and strong. All serviced and ready to go here for the next year. We'll see how long the my rebuild works. Hopefully we'll never have to redo it again. Most likely next winter we'll probably tackle the main sprockets back here. As you can see there, we've got a pretty good gap. But we'll see how the summer goes and how many times I lose the track. And so, all right, well, once again, if the ladies don't find you handsome, at least find you handy. Good day.